I hate winter. You're cutting in to race car time. Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Crazy House Performance. For any of our new subscribers, my name is Keith. What we're going to do in this video, go over the Mustang. Haven't posted a video on it in a long time, and I'm not really going to fill your guys' ears with a bunch of excuses, but we're going to go over what's going on with the Mustang in here in the shop, what the plans are, and everything. So let's hop right into it, and let's go into the shop.
I feel like I'm losing my mind, 'cause everybody in the world's blind. Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
All right, so your boy's been over here hard at work. For a lot of guys that are new to the channel, I drive a 1988 Ford Mustang LX. It used to be a turbo 4-cylinder car. Now it is a 351 Windsor small block Ford, stick shift car, 8.8, all drag racing suspension from UPR, tubular K-member, coilovers, yada, 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 yada. It used to have a T5, was mildly built. I had some good parts from Earl Johnson. If you guys run a stick shift and need stick shift parts, especially T5, hit up Earl on Facebook. He sells and builds transmissions. He always has hooked me up and gotten me parts really fast on this T5. Let's move on past that and show you what it is now. I've gone ahead because I'm a huge stick shift guy, and we've gone ahead and we've upgraded to a T56 Magnum from D&D Performance. I hit up D&D Performance and told them, look, I need a transmission that's going to hold my goals, and my goals is to make about 850 to 900 tire, and I want to stay a stick shift, and this is what they sold me. This has got the 266 first gear set in it with the closer gear ratio, 5th and 6th gear. So essentially this is the close ratio version. This isn't the wide ratio version, which they said was going to work better for what I'm doing. And what we have here is a scatter shield and a McLeod twin disc clutch. And I have footage of pulling the old T5 out and putting this in, but I ran into clutch issues that took 2 to 3 months to finally figure out, and so I never got around to editing out that video. So I figured this would be better off to just go over it and just show you how it is now, instead of trying to make up a video of what I did film and there's no ending to it because of the clutch issues. So this is just a better way to go about it. I've had some oil leaking problems with an old oil pan, and I hit up Steph's fabrication to get me this super trick aluminum oil pan. It has extra baffling on this side. This adds another quart of oil, so now I have a total of 8 quarts in my system, which is going to be awesome for those hard launches. And it's got a bunch of trick trap doors and, you know, a bunch of extra special stuff in there. Huge shout out to those guys. I mean, this is such an amazing piece. One bummer thing about going to this is I had to get rid of my power steering, because this did have power steering on it, and I stole this off of Dustin's car to go back to manual steering. Shout out to you, Dustin, for letting me steal this off your car, and we'll get you a new one for yours once you get your transmission stuff figured out. All right, so I just got the car lowered back down, and I wanted to give another huge shout out to Speed Doctor on Facebook. He sells bracketry for 302, 351 small block Ford, for alternators, power steering pumps. I don't know if he does AC stuff or not, and idler pulleys and coil mounts. So this is one of his high mount kits for 351 manual adjuster. Everything looks, you know, super nice. The bolts are all zinc plated, which is going to make them last a lot longer. The bracketry looks nice. Spacers look really nice. So huge shout out to Speed Doctor. We needed to do this to be able to make some more room for something fun underneath the hood here, and I'm going to pop the hood and show you guys what that is. So let's pop the hood here. Oh, hi. And we'll get this propped up here. Oh, you guys might have just caught a glimpse of it. So like I said, we got to make some more room. So I've been using the factory bracket here in the tensioner. This has got to go away to make some more room. And the reason for doing that is because this is becoming a turbo car finally. I've been talking about this forever, and there's the reveal right there. There's my big spinny boy. Oh, baby girl, look at you. I like it a lot. Just gotta give her a little cold spin. Ooh, I like it. So what this is a 80 by 82 from VS Racing. It's T4 flange. It's got a 110 back housing. We're gonna give it a whirl. I've been talking with some people and they say I'm gonna be running into some back pressure issues because the back side of this is too small. I'm gonna give it a whirl and see what happens. If it makes my goal, cool. If it doesn't, we'll just change up the kit. These are a set of Flowtech forward-facing small block forward headers. These are 1 3/4 primaries. Didn't want to do the 1 7/8 because I've done a bunch of research that having the smaller primary, especially on the horsepower goal that I'm trying to get after, is going to help increase flow velocity into here to help spool this up even quicker. And I'm setting this up as a twin scroll setup. So I have a billet flange twin scroll from Shitbox Performance that I've gone ahead and I've made some custom tabs on here that I welded to this billet piece, and I made a custom bracket to hold this turbo. I mean, this guy ain't going nowhere. We got a piece of 3/16 steel bracket that I made. It's gusseted top and bottom. Like I said, that guy ain't going nowhere. So with putting the turbo where I put it, I had to move some things around. And I'm not super into cutting up my car. I don't know why. I know it's, you know, it's a race car essentially, but it is also my street car. It's full interior and everything. But what I had to do is I had to move some stuff around, and as you can see, that is not sitting in the stock location. Stock, this sits way up here. So Team Z sells a lower bar radiator support deal. Well, theirs isn't made the way I needed it to be made, so I made my own. And I made it longer to be able to lower the radiator down. I think it's like 2 to 2.5 inches lower than factory, to make more room between the fan and the turbo housing here, because with this in the stock location, the fan motor was actually touching the turbo housing, and now we actually have a good amount of room here, and I'm going to put a heat blanket over this, so it should help protect it. So I've made some custom brackets here to hold the radiator up top, which turned out really good. These fans are going to be just simply amazing. If this doesn't keep the car cool, I don't know what will. I mean, 4,000 CFM a fan. It should keep it cool, I would think. So let's raise the car back up a little bit so that way we can check out how I built my lower radiator support and check out another part of this too. Going up. Oh, spinny guy. Oh, you can see it through the hole. This is the lower mount that I've made. Went down and got a piece of I don't remember what size tube this is. It is a lot smaller than what Team Z sells, but this is plenty strong enough for just to hold the radiator up. Took this down to a local rod shop, and I had them bend this identical to the factory crossmember piece, the factory lower radiator support piece, and then made my own mounts here, welded them to the frame. I took the factory tabs off of the lower core support rad mount and welded them on here, so then this is sitting in the factory forward mount, which is really trick. And now we move on to, I've already got an intercooler mounted on this guy. Like I said, this is going to become a turbo car again. This used to have a turbo 4-cylinder in it. I had a front mount. That's why these holes have always been here. For anybody that doesn't know, like, you know, why are the holes there? Why is the bumper cut out the way it is? Well, it used to have a front mount on it a long time ago. As you see here, I took another couple of pieces of 3/16 steel, cut them out this really cool shape here, and welded them straight to the bottom of this bar. This is a 4-inch core on 3 intercooler. It's like a $200 intercooler. This will work just fine for my goal. It's good for 1,000. If we have to upgrade to the 5-inch core, we can do that at a later date. I should have enough room. I might have to do a little bit more trimming here and maybe on the back side, might have to cut these mounts back off and move the radiator maybe back that way a little bit, but I think we should be fine with this. Or just cut these whole tabs off entirely and make another set that moves it out here, or just oblong these bolt holes, but we should be fine. It's coming together, guys. I'm so excited to be able to get this guy boosted finally. I mean, we still have some more stuff that I'm gonna have to do. I need a fuel system for one, and the rear end is not set up for doing the boost side yet. Gear ratio is wrong. Still running 28 spline axles. They are aftermarket, but 28 spline. I'm surprised they've lasted as long as they have. But we definitely got to change that up. We definitely need a fuel system. I'm still running the stock 4-cylinder fuel lines. So 5/16 speed, 1/4 inch return. It's got a Aramoto 340 pump in the tank. And I have all the fuel system done up here. Everything's all -8, which is cool. But we need to upgrade the return and make sure we're getting enough fuel up to the car, which that's going to come at a later date. We're doing what we can do here. We're going to get this turbo kit knocked out, and then I have more plans too. That I have more parts sitting in boxes. I'm a car guy. I got projects here. I got projects over there. I got projects everywhere. It's just hard to dabble with all of them and work, you know, a full-time job. I think I'm gonna end the video off there. I hope that gives you guys enough of a update on the Mustang here and what I've been doing to it and what's to come. I have a full box of stainless pipe there that we're gonna go over in the next video of when we're gonna actually start tacking and mocking up the hot side on this guy. And I'm waiting to get some cold side pipe from here before I really start to dabble into it. I can build this side, but this side we need to have some more stuff hooked up before we can build this side. So with that, I'm gonna end the video off there. I really appreciate all of our old subscribers and new subscribers watching. Anybody that hasn't been subscribed, try to hit that subscribe button because we're just getting ready to turn up for 2024. Tyler's got a bunch of stuff in the works. Josh, Isaac, Christian, everybody. So make sure you guys keep it crazy. Woo! We'll see you in the next one.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.